So let's take a look at the actual hardest part of the game. We're going to look at time attack. Now, I have no illusions about this, and neither should you going into it. I am not going to be able to do this properly. The controls are better, don't get me wrong. They're still a little weird for me. Like, for me, the Y button is attack, and then the L trigger is jump, and then the R trigger is to use magic. It's weird. I don't like it as much. I would much rather have them on the actual buttons instead of the triggers. But like I mentioned before we head in, this is a save that I downloaded, and they had clearly cheated. I don't know how they did it, but they clearly did. So you're going to see evidence of that now. So once again, I'm not entirely sure how this happened, but they do have all of the difficulties defeated, and they have it all at, what is that, 999 minutes and 59.999 seconds. I think that's what they're going for there. Every boss rush, they all have that time on it. I don't know how that happens. But I am told in this version of the game, if you beat the boss rush on normal, you unlock one of these extras down here. For the second one, I am told that you need to beat Inferno difficulty. You don't need to go through the Inferno boss rush. You just need to beat the game on Inferno difficulty, and that'll unlock the second one for you. I didn't think I was going to be able to show that off, but thanks to the save, I will be able to. The two extra characters are Bearheart and the Black Picard. So in the Steam version, I have a much better handle on how this is done. In the PSP version, there's a lot of misleading information out there. But I'm told, what I told you is the best information that I could find on it. There doesn't seem to be a consensus out there, though, which is weird. This game seems to have been out long enough that there should be a consensus, but I can't find one. In the Steam version, though, this is something that there is a consensus about, which is you need to go through the boss rush on Nightmare in order to unlock Bearheart. That part is set in stone. Whether you can die during it is up for debate, apparently. Some people say yes, some people say no. You have to go through the entire Nightmare boss rush without dying just to unlock the final boss. And he just shows up at the end. You can't select him like you can in this version of the game, which is why I'm playing this version of the game. So let's show off Bearheart. He is going to be ridiculous. I am not going to be able to win. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not going to happen. But I will at least show off how he functions a bit.
Advance!
Yeah, he talks. Like I said, there's voice actors in this one. All right. No, that's the wrong one. All right. So already things are going very, very poorly. Alright, so I'll do a couple takes at it because, yeah, anytime that you're first getting into a fight, it doesn't work out very well. Oh, and he can boost like I can, except his boost is so much better than mine. Yeah, he gives very little time for me to figure out what it is he's doing. And down I go. As you can see, I got less than 1/10 of his health gone. I'm not good. I'm not good at this one. I'm not good at a lot of things, but... I got a hit. It's got to count for something. Alright, he does a 3 combo, so... Starting to figure out. Alright, boost mode. But he boosted as well, and his boost is way better than mine. And oh, I thought I was dead. Now I'm dead. I just kind of waited for that one. We'll give it another shot, but as you can see, unless they give me a cheat for infinite health, this is not going to happen. For the record, I did look for one, and I could only find one for the Japanese version of the PSP game, but I couldn't find a save game for the Japanese version of the PSP game, so I couldn't show that off. There's not a lot of good stuff about this game. Alright. And then... Oh, what? He usually did a 3. Alright, I got in there in a little bit, but man... Remember, if you're playing the Steam version of the game, you're taking on this guy immediately after you went through a boss rush, which some people say you have to go perfectly in order to get. Yeah, I really should not be standing there taking this kind of damage. Hey, what do you know? I got over 1,000 damage in, so I'm 1/10 of the way there. We'll do it a couple more times, but as you can see, this just is not going to happen. I can only get one hit in before he backs off and does the next thing. He boosted. Like, when he boosts, like, the best thing I can do is run. And hope. Because I can only go so fast. Damn it, that was too early. God, look at that. From what I understand, many people consider him the hardest fight. I can see why. Trying to do magic doesn't seem like a very good thing for me because I just need to be constantly on the move. Although some people have said... What they said? They said to use this one... But, as you can see, that's not always going to work for me. God. And then he goes into his boss mode. His pissy boss mode. Oh, and he goes into boss mode again. Alright, we're gonna give this one more try because, yeah, I tried it on the magic. I did worse. I did okay, but most of that was not because of the magic. How is he in pissy boss mode already? I can't really avoid this. Alright, go for it again. What? Oh, right into boost mode again. Yeah, they say that even if you do it perfectly, this fight could take you a half hour to win. So, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to do it. Like, clearly you can see I'm bad. Like, there's no other way to say it. I'm bad at this. It's not going to happen for me, so we're just going to move on. Some people say that this guy is the hardest boss in the game, but, well, kind of statistically speaking... Did you really need to save any of that? Statistically speaking, the Black Pickard is the hardest enemy in the game. Now, for this version of the game, I'm honestly not sure how to unlock Black Pickard. I could not find information on how to unlock Black Pickard in the PSP version. I couldn't find any information. I know in the Steam version, it seems that just beating the game on Inferno mode will automatically take you to Black Pickard. So that will be easier for you to get to. Bearheart, you have to go through the boss rush. Some people say you have to do it without dying. So you've been working for like 2 to 3 hours trying to make sure you never die in the nightmare boss rush, and then you have to take on Bearheart at the end, so your mind is just kind of spent by then. With Black Pickard, you just have to beat Galbalan on Inferno difficulty, and then you can unlock Black Pickard. So we're gonna try to take on Black Pickard, but once again, I have no hope of beating him. I just want to show him off a little bit. At least with Bearheart, we got to show his initial things. I think he actually gets harder as the fight goes on. But we didn't make it to phase 2, so we're just gonna try to take on Black Pickard here. Let's hope for the best. Once again, in this version of the game, I honestly don't know how to get him. But in the Steam version of the game, you beat Galbalan in Inferno mode, and then you'll go into this. This one actually has dialogue too. The Black Pickard is watching you, waiting, plotting its time to strike. Raw power emanates from its tiny body. The deadliest cuteness. And of course you get achievements if you do this in the Steam version of the game. So the problem is, when you start, you can't actually attack. You can't attack the Black Pickard. You have to take on these souped up enemies. Really end of game enemies, right? As you can see, I'm already not doing well. Just trying to kill one of them. All right, I got one. I didn't even see you start attacking that. All right, there's 2. You have the 999. All right, once they're all dead, then I can get access to the Black Pickard. And the Black Pickard suddenly turns into bullet hell. I got one hit in. I got one hit on the Black Pickard. Like, and he respawns these enemies. Like, these are not one-time only enemies. Yeah, this is with all the cheats that I could find. I've already used my spirit necklace. Just trying to take on these guys. There's 1. There's 2. All right. All right, into this. And all these explode. Into the bullet hell. And down I go. So I got a couple hits in that time. But really, if I'm only lasting a minute, things are not going well. Because a lot of these enemies, they do not care about what I am doing. These enemies, they attack no matter what. How did he hit me, but I didn't hit him? It's your freaking homing. Alright. Onto the Black Pickard again. Into the bullet hell. They just keep coming. They just keep coming. All right, we're gonna try it one more time just to see if I can do anything. But at this point, you can kind of see this is just not gonna happen for me. I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious about my HP, but once again, they don't care about how I'm attacking. And somehow I would say that the 3D aspect of this game is worse on the PSP. I have an even harder time telling where the enemies I'm supposed to be attacking are when they're in the air. I might not even get to the black pickard here. Alright. Oh, they just spawned that? And down I go. So, there's the black pickard. Once again, we only got to see a glimpse. But, that's the difficult boss fights for this one. There are definitely people out there that can beat these guys. It exists. People have done it. There are videos of it online. I can't do it. I can't do it. I could sit here and play for months trying to learn all the patterns of Bearheart and Black Pickard, but I really don't want to. They're just difficult for the sake of being difficult in my eyes. They're a challenge to keep you there, to keep going. If you're dedicated to the East series, maybe you've played the other titles and you can understand the patterns much more clearly than I can. You can figure out the three-dimensional space better than I can, because like shadows aren't that strong. You can't see where the shadows are a lot of the time. But yeah, these guys are difficult. They're meant to be. They're meant to be exceedingly difficult. But it's just not necessarily worth my time to keep on practicing and practicing to take on these guys. So with that said, that is going to do it for these bonus episodes of Let's Play East, The Oath in Felghana. I've been ballerscuba. Been joined as always by seemingly worse and worse swordsman Adol Kristen. Hope you guys have enjoyed this entire Let's Play. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.